Oh, jeepers.
Hello, everybody. Happy Star Trek Tuesday. It is your favorite time of the week. It is time for the main viewer. We've got all the Star Trek news of the week and other sci-fi stuff and some fun little tidbits for all of you. Let me tell you what's in the news right now. Well, Walter Koenig actually finally watched and reviewed The Cage for the first time ever, as well as Amok Time for the first time ever. So he saw the very first Star Trek episode, basically. He also saw the very first episode in which Chekhov appeared. He reviewed them. It was a raucous good time. We had laughs. We had cries. We had linguine after. It was really good.
Ooh, now I'm hungry.
And so that's in the news. Great stuff there. Also, Ramen and Lita are in the news finally because it's about time. Great characters played by great people, Max Grodenchik and Chase Masterson. Finally, also, Nog is in the news. About damn time.
Always deserves to be in the news.
Also, there's a dog in the news, Star Trek related, if you can believe that.
So cute.
I don't know how the dog feels about cheese, though. We got a lot more to cover as well as also, we can recap the virtual TrekCon 5 and the Lappy Awards and a lot of the great stuff that came out from that. Also, we're going to announce the 5 winners, one of which has already been announced, the 5 winners of the Lappy's guessing contest, where people would guess who they thought was going to win. Maybe we'll make it 3 winners. Is that what you're saying, Anne-Marie?
5. Wow, that's so nice.
John Orchiola of Screen Rant is here.
Hello, everybody.
You know him as Back of the Head. He does a lot of Star Trek articles for ScreenRant.com. Great stuff. Keeping us busy reading all kinds of cool, nerdy things. Thank you for that. And thanks for hanging out with us, John.
Yeah, man. Hey, Ryan, how do I get invited for linguine and crying with Walter? Because I'm there for both.
Okay, I'll tell you. As soon as we actually do that for a first time, I'll let you know. Nice. For sure. We didn't have linguine. We didn't actually have any. I just stayed in my room and shivered. But
I think on Seventh Rule Patreon, you can do a roundtable in BYO linguine.
Oh, good point. But anyway, John, we definitely owe you a lunch and or breakfast time for sure. So we'll be talking soon, linguine or otherwise. Maybe I'll have linguine. Melissa Longo's here. She loves linguine, I bet, though, actually.
I do enjoy linguine very much. It's pretty spectacular. Yum. With Parmesan cheese. Oh, yum. Yum.
Wow, I didn't realize just how much you really did love it. That's amazing.
She really loves it.
That was hardcore. Dr. Anne-Marie Seagull is here. She's never had linguine before, but she says spaghetti counts.
All pastas are amazing.
It's true. She's the walking exclamation point, our resident web crawler, Trekkie MD. Also, artist Jenny R. Johnson. Don't forget the R.
Hello. I also like linguine.
Oh, yay!
It's unanimous.
Oh, what luck. I bet the live chat is a buzz with linguine talk right now.
Definitely.
Boy. Nope, nobody. Okay.
No.
They're all saying hello to each
other. Oh, wait,
other.
there's one. Oh, wait, that's the Matt Boardman says linguine with Walter sounds like a segment on Neelix's morning show. Correction.
Yes, a briefing with Neelix.
The dish is not called linguine with Walter. It's linguine, period, with Walter.
Some would be disappointed by that, but
I'll take my linguine with a side of Walter.
All right. So anyway,
It's funny with his
oh,
face right behind all of us.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
not any
Hello.
worse than anything he
Yeah.
said during the Lappy Awards, if I remember correctly.
Oh
Everybody go
my.
check that out. My name is
Oh
Ryan T.
my.
Husk, by the way, everybody. Oh, and I am wearing a
Run with
cool Shikar Salots baseball shirt
Ooh, I love
in
that one.
honor of pitchers and catchers. If you love pitchers and catchers like I do, it is now, if you celebrate, it's
Ooh.
now time for your baseball shirts to come out. John Orchiola has his favorite team, the Bozeman Phoenixes, on his awesome shirt. You can
Nice.
get these amazing Star Trek baseball shirts as well as Melissa Longo's Neelix and Chill shirt at the Star Trek and Chill online store. Click that link in the description box below. Get your very own. Be the envy of your friends. Be the ire of other friends.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, my friends hate me so much.
Aw.
Oh.
All right, so let's get up into this. Hello to DJ Kitty Cat. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Glenn. What's up, Joel? David, Matt, Chuck A, Galenda,
Hi.
Fran, Robert Kaiser out in Austria, Joshua M, Patton. I think we've got one of your articles on the docket
Ooh.
here.
Awesome.
Kimber, what's up? Joy. Wow, Joy's
Oh,
back. What a deal.
Yay.
Yay.
War Dogheim, who says linguine is so tasty. This guy knows he grows his own linguine out in Montana.
Mhm.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
It's very difficult to grow. You have to have the right season.
it's a shrub. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's why it's finicky. Anyway, let's get into this, everybody. First things first. We'll be announcing the winners. What?
When can we announce? I'm dying to know.
I don't think I think the live chat just wants to get into the news. They don't
Mm.
want to know if they won a bunch of free prizes just for
Yeah.
knowing Star Trek fandom really well. Why would they want?
Mhm.
Well,
Why would they want that?
yeah,
Okay.
but it's good to let them wait.
Agreed.
Because I'm a little bit mean.
Yeah, a little bit. You really are, though. So this is from screenrant.com from our good friend John Orchiola, aka Back of the Head on Twitter and also on YouTube. You can find him with that. So it says Walter Koenig is very impressed with Leonard Nimoy in Spock's biggest Star Trek episode. Walter
This
has
picture
high
is
praise.
amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
Walter has high praise for Leonard Nimoy's performance as Spock in the Star Trek, the original series, classic episode, Amok Time. Okay, before we even get into that, John, Spock's biggest Star Trek episode,
Ooh.
defend your
Yeah.
take.
I had questions about this too.
Ah.
This is like a well-known fact.
Is it?
Is it?
Well, we'll find
That's a
out.
good question. Well, writing headlines is a tough gig, and you gotta succinctly get across an idea. And how do you describe a mock time without using too many words? So I gambled with Spock's biggest episode. Are there bigger Spock episodes in the original series? Let's put that to the vote.
Hmm. Hmm.
Exactly. I went through that exact thought process, and I thought it was safe enough to go with. But if
say
Ryan
no.
wants to do a poll, I won't stop him.
I'm not saying I disagree with your take.
Yeah.
I'm just saying let's hear your reasoning behind it. I know it's certainly one of the most famous and iconic episodes as far as certain scenes, musical scores, imagery. There's a lot of things. Cable Guy even does. Remember the movie Cable Guy when they're wrestling?
Yes.
And he's
Oh my
doing
God.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
that's
When they go to
true.
medieval times.
amazing. So I'm not saying I
Sure.
necessarily disagree. We put this poll up in the live chat. Is Amok Time Spock's biggest episode? The options are yup or nope.
Or
But,
is it Spock's brain?
Hmm.
Mm.
if you put that as the title of your article, people would be pissed when they opened it up. But yeah, so what made... Sorry, Melissa, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'd be curious to see what the live chat thinks and what their reasoning for their answers are for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so what do you got for us, John? Tell us a little bit more why you think this is the biggest. Is it just because the others just don't seem that big, or what specifically?
It was about how do I just write a headline? And it was the quickest way to describe a mock time without using the words mock time and working and getting the word Spock, the keyword Spock, into the title. I can go into the whole thought process of how to use keywords, what SEO. But that's
SEO, this guy gets it.
Yeah.
So we got to use keywords.
Yes,
We
you
got to
do.
please the Google gods.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yes,
that
you
being
do.
said, sounds like he's going to give us a logical answer every time I ask it, no matter which way I ask it. So can you tell us a bit about this article?
Yeah. For one, I think you know this because I really enjoyed both episodes of Walter Koenig on the Seventh Rule. I love the Cage episode. I love the Amok Time episode, probably a little bit more because Walter was there and
Yeah.
his insights were incredible. You know, like I think I even tweeted like, we don't have a time machine, but we literally have Walter Koenig, who is, the guardian of forever. And right now, he's literally our guardian
That's
of forever.
awesome.
So,
Totally.
so it was really great. And, watching it early on in the episode, I picked up on Walter really having some really nice things to say about Leonard Nimoy's performance as Spock. And he juxtaposed it against how Spock was and how Nimoy was in The Cage, which was like proto-Spock when he hadn't figured out the character yet. And nor had Roddenberry really thought about what Spock was besides the alien guy on the bridge. So that's why I thought this is more than enough for an article. Just him talking about Leonard Nimoy. Plus, he even said some nice things about Shatner. So I thought it was I thought it was great.
Little known fact, you'll see secretly, just between us, the five of us here, you'll see that Walter actually has a lot of high praise to give William Shatner, the actor, as an actor. You'll come to find that Walter is very honest and open about his thoughts. If something's bad, he's just going to say it's bad. If someone or something is good, he's going to say it, no matter how he feels about anything personally. And I love that about him. No filter. When I'm 87, I won't have a filter either. I don't even know if I'll have a brain. What is brain?
What is brain?
I mean, it's just amazing seeing Walter's process too, and how he's like taking it so seriously and is so respectful of the fans and of the content and of the franchise. And I was just so touched when he was like, I watched it twice, and comes in with notes and is so thoughtful. It's just incredible.
And he's thoughtful of his former coworkers as a whole.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to hear stories about behind the scenes things from him. And did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Somebody was
Doberman?
sneezing in the other room.
That sneeze sounded like a Saint Bernard.
Wow.
Please continue.
Yeah, Walter's great. I forgot where I was going.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I really appreciate that he's so present in what he's talking about, like he's there with you guys, and he's so there for it. It's just and like you say, completely honest, just but also respectful.
I want to pick your brain, John Orkiel of ScreenRant.com.
Sure.
You're watching this episode, and I know you're watching this episode partially because you're a big Star Trek fan, like all of us, but partially because you're like, well, I'm also working. I'm always working. I'm always listening. I'm always mining what's out there, what's going on. Can I use this? Can this work? Is this interesting? And I kind of want to know what your thought process was when you were watching these two episodes of Walter. Were you focusing more on I'm a 10-year-old kid watching Chekhov talk about Star Trek, this is amazing? Or were you kind of trying to push that to the side and being like, all right, what do we got here, Walter? What do you got for me? What's going on?
It really, actually, honestly, it's more of the latter. It's it's very much that, this is a incredible, unique opportunity to literally have an original series cast member talking about the show. And I'm looking for the goods. I'm looking for the truth bombs. I'm looking for the quotables. I'm looking for, what Walter can bring, and his memories and his thoughts and, his unvarnished opinions. And both episodes I thought lived up to the hype.
Well,
And
his
his rumor
perspective is
that
so unique.
I heard a rumor that he has like crazy insight for who mourns for Adonais.
Adonai.
I mean, I can't even wait for the next one. It's just all total gold.
Well, you don't have to wait too long. It's going to be in about a week and a half. Basically, the idea behind these is, at least for now, we might be doing more than one a month, but at least for now, you can expect them to come out on the first Sunday of every month, which means that, we're looking at 12 days from now, we're going to have that episode coming out, premiering. That one is up next.
On March 4th. Is that the first month? Is it the first Monday of the month? Did you say? Or?
Sunday. First
Sunday. I see. So March 3rd.
Yep. That's the idea. And we might be doing more. We'll see. At least there's that possibility before Discovery comes out, so we don't go nuts, because Walter's excited to watch and review Discovery as well. And just kidding, I don't think he knows it exists, but but if he did, if we told him, he'd say, sure. Do you want me to pretend to be excited about that too?
No, he'll go.
Yeah.
Well, when he does that.
A final thought on that, though, is, do you guys think, as Melissa mentioned the word unique, do you think there's any possibility that we'll ever get something like this again, where an original series actor is watching and reviewing Star Trek? Or is this a once in a lifetime thing that will never happen again?
I mean, unless someone can get George Takei.
I was just thinking,
but also he wasn't even around for a lot of second season because he was filming Green Berets. So, like, at least for season 2, this is super unique.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
What do you think, Melissa?
It's amazing.
You think Shatner's going to come out with a new podcast next year and be like, I can't wait to watch Star Trek and review it? I like doing that.
Well, it was like you pulled the Shatner bubble out of my head, because I was just thinking, unless Shatner did something as well, that we would be hard pressed to find this kind of opportunity ever again, because time is running short. Not to be morose, but it's it's there's not a whole lot of time left for these opportunities to happen.
Yeah.
I'll put a poll in the live chat right now.
Although it would be interesting to hear George Takei's experiences on set of TOS as well.
Oh, certainly.
Or maybe to get them together once in a while.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think this is a one-time thing. I don't think this is ever going to happen again.
Yeah.
I don't think so, at least. That's why we really wanted to jump on it. We're like, Walter wants to play.
Yeah.
Let's play. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, because, I mean, I think this is our only chance to have this. And it's very exciting and very, rare. So
absolutely.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that being said, we've got the poll in the live chat. Wow. There are some people that are saying that this will happen again with a different, I wouldn't have expected that.
I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like William Shatner has a bucket list, and reviewing Star Trek is not on it.
I agree.
He's having like feature film documentaries about himself. So,
exactly. Yeah.
Right.
It's funny. I was going to say, let's ask the Canadians in the live chat. I was like, oh wait, that was a Canadian that just said that.
It was.
All right, everybody in the live chat.
You can ask them too.
that lives in frosty Canada, let us know. Say Canadian here. I know Shatner. He ain't doing another one. Let us know what you think, you Canadians.
Including one Trek fan who is in the live chat at the moment.
Right. Okay. So let's move on. Let's see the final for the poll. Wow, surprisingly, 24% of you said yes, this will happen again.
Really?
75% of you are like, bro, come on.
Bro.
No.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I wish the dream would be to hear every single person on Star Trek ever, or who's behind the scenes or whatever, talk about everything, because it's fascinating. And it's like such a slice of Hollywood history in addition, and TV history, and just like American history, or human history. So it's amazing.
Right.
I'm surprised nobody thought of it sooner, because these people are so precious. It's, it's
I know, and I always feel like at conventions too, like it's almost like too broad. Like, just talk about your time on Star Trek, and then it's sort of like the thing. The gift of like reviewing episodes is that it really hones it in the discussion, and you hear things you've never heard before, because one episode isn't really going to get like referenced, and they haven't watched every single episode that day when they're on stage. So it's like the beauty of the one episode review with the actor or whoever's behind the scenes or whoever.
Because it sparks, you never know what memory it's going to bring up for them when they watch this episode, and what they were doing that day and what they had for breakfast.
Totally. I mean,
does.
like it could be a guest star, it could be a costume, it could be like, oh, that piece of set fell on my head, like, or whatever. But it's just like such specific things.
Yeah, well, like the story Walter was telling about the actress who played T'Pring, and how he got a smooch from her in a separate, production. But still, these are kind of stories that they're gold pressed platinum.
Bridge Crew bicycle.
Trivia for John. John, I got trivia for you. That actress has the same last name as which wrestler?
Rick Martel?
Yeah.
But Walter also pointed out that her married name was Arlene Sachs. And he even went, see how much I know? Which I thought was...
I love when he says that. That's my favorite part.
That should be his catchphrase. See how much I know? I hate to be the Captain Downer of this, but to be perfectly honest, I think a lot of people have thought of these kind of things before, and a lot of people want to do this, but most Star Trek celebrities, they're working, or they're raising a family, or they're like, oh, there's little or no pay in this. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
So it's actually a rarity. I'm sure a lot of them may have been approached behind closed doors, but
certainly not by the right people.
Right. We just struck gold with old Salty Walty.
And also, what's more Star Trek? What's more Star Trek than not getting paid?
Right.
But that said,
Utopia. You're right.
Okay, first of all, there's a super chat function and there's a Patreon. Not to be like that person, but because you guys aren't like upfront enough about telling people, like, it's amazing that people get paid for their work and for the hours that they're donating of their time. So I do feel like sometimes that goes a little bit by the wayside, because everybody is so kind and doesn't mention it. But
okay, I like this. I like where this is going. Before we move on to the next article, if we get any kind of super chats today during this video in the next few minutes, what should it go to buying for Walter? Like cookies, some kind of like
cookies.
He does
like
love
linguine?
cookies. That's true. Linguine. Maybe I should just buy him lunch. So we should decide on whatever but what if we only get $3? We can't get them $3. I mean, you could probably get like the little box of linguine, like uncooked, right? You could just be like, here's some linguine. The instructions are on the back. It's from your fans.
What is a super chat, and how does someone make a super chat?
Okay, so just right below the live chat, you'll see a little $ button. You click that little $ button. You could do a super chat where you say something, or you could just do like a super sticker, a super thank you, where you're basically just, yeah, it's like a tip. Think of it as a tip. If you guys like what we're doing and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, you guys mean you do this for us for free all the time, every week, always? And then we say, yup, we got our first one from the Matt Boardman.
Oh my God.
Walter. Oh my
wow.
gosh.
Snack for Walter from JR Pool. Dr. Anne Marie Siegel's like, I'm on the show and I'm throwing money.
I need to learn how to leave a message.
Super, yeah, that's a super chat.
Oh,
great.
now it's just a mediocre chat.
So far,
I had no idea.
Oh, it's so decorative too. Ooh,
yeah.
Like
so far, we're at $24. $34. Joshua M. Patton blowing that up.
a book.
Nice.
Walter's gonna get something good. All right, keep it up, guys, while we move on to the next thing. And whatever War Dogheim putting in $20 himself. Thank you very much, War Dogheim. Whatever you guys put in is going directly to the Take Walter Out and Show Him a Good Time fund.
Yeah, I love
Linda
that.
Anderegg, thank you very much. We see you.
Oh my God.
That's
so cool.
cute.
Good job, Anne-Marie.
I have a Luddite up here. I had no idea this was a thing.
Absolutely. All right.
No,
so everybody keep that up.
I know.
Like,
super chat.
Super chat. And Jenny was brave enough to ask.
Thank you very much, Wanda M. We see yours
Maybe
as
someone
well.
else wouldn't know.
What are we up to? 24, 34, 54, 56, $59. Oh,
wow.
$65. Thank you very much, Galenda.
Oh my God, he's gonna get to have an entree and dessert.
Yes.
Chuck A puts in 5 more. We're up to 70. Suddenly, this is a telethon. I can't even move on. This is great.
Lucky.
Chuck A says tribble for Walter. This is great stuff, you guys. Rather than taking him to Denny's, we might be able to take him to IHOP.
We're taking him to a steak restaurant.
Nice.
Yeah. Wait, what? No, I don't want steak.
You can have salad.
You can just watch us eat steak.
Yes.
I'd rather die. That sounds disgusting. Not really. I'm used to it. Melissa's like, it does to me, though.
It does. I agree. I'm with you on that one.
All right. So here's our next article from our good friend,
honestly.
I know.
John Orchiola of Screen Rant. That's Back of the Head.
Hey, that's
Check this out. Well, you give us a lot of good stuff with which to work. So ScreenRant.com, it says, Ramen and Lita's Star Trek comeback was, quote, a dream come true, unquote, for DS9 actors. Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4 brought back Deep Space Nine's Ramen Lita, and Max Grodénchik and Chase Masterson are grateful. Before we dive too deep into that, the second he said that in our interview, my first thought was, ooh, that's going to make a good story. Because as a fan myself, there's nothing I want more than for the legacy actors to be recognized in the new stuff, but then on top of that, for them to say something like it was a dream come true, or that they had a good experience, or that as a fan, it's just like, that's a home run that we got to see them again and that they're happy about it.
Yeah.
So tell us about this article, the in-depth article you took into the Screen Rant offices and said, what do you think? And they're like, do it, run it right away.
Oh yeah. I broke into the staff meeting. I kicked down the water cooler, and I demanded that we write about Ramen Lita, and I got my way. But no, not too long ago, someone whose name rhymes with Ryan T. Husk clued me in that the words "a dream come true" come up in Chase and Max's panel at Virtual TrekCon. So that's what I was listening for, and
Awesome.
sure enough, Max said it. And it was a great quote, because it was a very emotional, very honest, very touching quote about how happy he was to get another shot at playing Rom. So that was good enough to build the article around. But then both Max and Chase talked about how when they first started reading the script, they were confused about how Rom was being portrayed, and then and then they kept reading, and then they saw the turnaround, and they understood the great scope of what was actually happening, which I thought was fantastic. Really great exchange by both of them. So that was the second half of the article that I built.
Beautiful. I also want to point out May Borello added to the pot. Thank you very much, May. DJ Kitty Cat says, thanks. I grew them myself. Oh, I know what that quote is. Help us forget that, DJ Kitty Cat. We're not, but she puts in 1701. Nice arbitrary number there.
Yeah.
Peter H says, thanks for hosting a great VTC5 panel. Yep. Badgie. The original Badgie. Okay.
One of my favorite things about that conversation was Chase talking about how she and Mike McMahon had talked about the possibility of them coming back, and then nothing happened, and then the next time she saw him, she was like,
well, nothing's happened yet.
It was awesome. That made me so happy. Exactly.
She would definitely invite, everybody to the parties if she could.
Yeah.
It's just
I love that.
There's no line or hierarchy with her. It's just
I thought that was great, and it's a credit to her to her character, because there are people who in the same position could say the exact same thing and it come out in a weird, but coming from Chase, he would have been like, oh, you're right.
She's so sweet.
But it is going to now.
Yeah, she's great.
She's amazing.
I'm like so amused by these messages.
I know, I can tell. She's counting feverishly. Thank you very much, Greg Kenzo out in Hawaii. He's just waking up all the way over there because they're like 2 hours before us. And thank you, Glenn Iverson, who says, buy Walter some nuclear vessels. And one Trek fan whose birthday was today, everybody.
Yay!
We'll just say that every day. Thank you to her as well. All right.
Wait a minute.
Final, yeah.
Sorry, popped up.
Sorry, Melissa H just said, did I just hear Jenny say a Canadian a boat? It's not a boot, it's a boat.
No, but you say.
Do I say it a lot?
You see, some Canadians and some people in northeastern, like maybe John Orchiola, we'll have to listen to him a little more closely. They say also a boat, right?
A boat.
Yeah, but the rest of us normies say about.
Weird as with your about. Wrap your mouth around that, you.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
And thanks very much to Wanda M. Yay. Thank you for a wonderful VTC5, she says. All right, let's keep it rolling because we only have John Orchiola here for a few more minutes. So, John, a couple more thoughts on Lita and Rom. Do you think their story is over? Do you think we'll ever get any more Rom and Lita in the future? Do you think they'll come back in Lower Decks again, or do you think they got their moment?
I mean, if it is the last time we see them, it was a great moment. It was actually a history-making moment. They both facilitated the admission of Ferenginar into the Federation. Now, I don't know. It's hard to say with the way Star Trek is changing. With what shows are going to get made in the future, it's really hard. It's really hard to guess. Hopefully, Lower Decks keeps going after season 5. Hopefully, Prodigy keeps going after season 2. And those are probably the most likely ways now we'll see DS9 people, unless Star Trek Legacy happens. If that ever does happen, but even then, that's another 2 years, 3 years or more of waiting. Even if they greenlight it tomorrow, we won't see it for 2 years. Yeah. So it's just hard to say. For now, it might be, unless who knows what's going to happen in season 5, though. I mean, Mike McMahon might just do a big Ferengi party. We might do a big DS9 party that we just don't know about.
Aww. Yeah, that would be awesome.
They've done DS9 twice already in 2 straight seasons. So, I mean, why not?
John, I've got a question for you here, because before you go, you put a lot of emphasis on hopefully when you were saying we'll see Lower Decks beyond season 3 or beyond season 5 and Prodigy beyond season 2. Why only hopefully? Why not certainly?
Neither show is officially renewed, as far as I've heard. Lower Decks got renewed for seasons 4 and 5 together, I think around the time season 3 was airing. So they knew they had 2 more years. So as far as I know right now, when they wrap season 5, they don't have a renewal for season 6 yet. And we all know that the Hagemans and Aaron Waltke have said that season 2 is it. They packed up the offices. They don't have an official renewal for season 3. They haven't heard. So everything's hopefully, I mean, we know we're getting Starfleet Academy. That's in development. We know we're getting Section 31. We know we're getting Star Trek 4 someday. We can bank on it. We can set our watches by it. But for right now, I mean, that's what we know. What we're getting. We're getting Starfleet Academy. We're getting Section 31, and we're getting Strange New Worlds season 3. That's what we definitely know. And everything else, it's hopefully. And we have to be hopeful because this is Star Trek.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Well said.
Huh. Okay. Allison Leach Hyde, thank you very much for that there super chat. That was a lot of fun. There's a number 1 and a balloon, which makes it just even better. And we really appreciate that. And Wanda M, we see yours. You say, thank you for a wonderful VTC5. Really appreciate all of y'all jumping in. Who knew the code word was Walter?
I thought, what is super chat?
Yeah.
I don't know. I read about it for 3 hours yesterday.
Wow.
There's that much to read?
Yes.
Wow.
There's a lot.
What? Okay, well, I don't know if that's interesting enough, but I'm really curious as to know what you could possibly cover for 3 hours on super chats.
I fell down a rabbit hole of the top super chatters in the world. People make hundreds of $1 million from a super chat. It's a fascinating phenomenon.
Oh, that well, I know what's going on there.
Crazy.
Well, first I just wanted to know what it was and the ins and outs of it, but then I got curious.
But here's something fun. The word CHAT, what does that mean in French?
Cat.
Okay, I guess it wasn't the stumper I thought it was. You guys are
oh my God, give us some super cats.
Super chat.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
That should be the sticker as a cat. Anyway, John Archiola, we know you got to roll out. You got to write a dozen more articles that are due probably at 6 a.m. tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out with us. Good luck with the work, and keep up the good work writing these awesome articles.
Thanks, man. It's always a great time. I love seeing you guys. Love hanging out here. I love Virtual TrekCon. I really did think it was the best one yet. It was awesome being in the after party, sponsored by OnlyFans. That was a great time.
Only plants.
Amazing.
Only plants?
Only plants.
Yeah, that was as good as I hoped. That was fantastic.
You were great in the post show, and you were sharply dressed, dressed to kill.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Good stuff. Thanks, John. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good night, guys.
See ya. All right. So
fun when John stops by.
I know. It's fun. Fun's over, guys. Back to work.
Yeah. Now I can think again. I was just those glasses looked amazing. It's I couldn't just take my eyes off them. I need John to take me glasses shopping.
Speaking of cats, this is
Yes.
from a website called Instagram.com.
Wait a minute. That is
It's
not
a dog.
cat.
Little cutie pie.
Oh my
It's a
God.
dog. It is Christina Chong's dog on set somewhere. Where is this, Melissa? What's going on here?
Oh my God.
It's on the Enterprise.
Look at her
I
little
like-
feet.
It's onto the set of Strange New Worlds. And this little face popped up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what a little cutie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so production is underway. And Christina has her dog with her.
Oh my God, look at this face.
So cute.
It's so nice.
So anyway, that's a kind of a news item, but what do we like? Maybe episode 4 or 5-ish?
Wrapping. 4's wrapping, and I think they're in pre-production for 5. But it's what Trek Movie says is it's unclear if Runa will be appearing in any episodes, or she's just hanging out this year.
It would be fun if we got more cameos of Runa.
It would.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, this is the best. Listen to what Trek Movie said. Okay, then they said Runa is just starting her career, but she does have her own IMDb page. What?
She does. She does.
Makes sense.
I think now I'm like, am I following it?
Mm-hmm.
Makes
And the
sense.
favorites. Oh
All
my
right.
God, her credits are like the Ready Room itself.
The Ready Room. She's such a diva. That dog is like, make sure you spell my name right on IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
All right.
I have to mention Dave Gregory.
Wow.
saying,
Yep.
He
we've
just
seen
kicked
her
the
right
door
now.
down.
Walter Chow Fund, or I'll bake him something.
Oh, you are an amazing baker. Jam. Oh my God, Dave Gregory's jam pictures. Oh,
So yeah, very special thanks to Dave Gregory for that very sizable super chat. Really appreciate you. Also, JR Poole, who understood the assignment as well with the cat. Very cool. Thank you for that. And Greg Kenzo's like, did I already super chat? I don't know. I'm going to do it again just to be sure.
for a cat.
With a cat.
Oh, with
I'm
the
adding a
kitty.
cat to all my super chats from now
I
on.
love it.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh, it's so cute.
All right. So everybody, since everybody's in such a giving mood, what say you we announce the winners of the guesses?
Mm.
Can
The
you do it previously
2024.
on? Oh, go ahead.
Can you do it?
Okay,
'Cause I don't know what you
can't remember
want.
though. I wanted to previously on like virtual TrekCon. We announced the first
Previously
winner.
on
Yes.
Virtual TrekCon
There you go.
5.
Closing ceremonies.
Closing
Yes,
ceremonies.
perfect. So we announced the winner of the 5 because it was her birthday weekend.
We announced the winner.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Tired.
Who is Lisa Herrera, one Trek fan, which is amazing because she was actually spending the weekend hanging out with last year's winner, Dave Gregory.
It's
that's
so
a
cool.
power duo of friends.
Yeah.
And I think the top number was 58, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of 106 points.
Yes.
Yeah. So now we have
Sorry, I'm a
four
little
photos.
sick, so my voice is a little sudsy.
Let's see.
I don't know
I'm
what's
so
the word.
excited.
That smoky Friends
It's-
Phoebe, whatever.
Oh,
feels like
Okay.
somebody, it feels like, have you ever seen, I don't know what the difference is, but they have like little cheese graters, but they're like thin, long ones rather than flat ones. It's like a thin, long cheese grater, or maybe it's like,
like a
Yeah.
rasp guy?
whatever. It's like somebody
Yeah.
did that in my throat.
Oh,
Oh, stop.
that's terrible.
That's how it
I hate
feels
when
to
you
me.
talk about
Good.
cheese graters on body parts.
Cheese graters on body parts. All right. Anyway, so here are the winners, everybody. Here it comes. Everybody knows the winner
But you're all
was
winners.
the winner was with 58 points. First place. It's her birthday today. One Trek fan out in Canada, Lisa Herrera, with 58 huge points. That's amazing. Okay. Second place. Pull this back up. Second place. maybe we shouldn't say this, but we will.
What are we going to charades it?
This person knows the trickery of how you can submit your guesses, right? If you change your mind, you can submit again. It just null and voids your first one. You know?
Interesting. I didn't know
because
that.
if you submit a second one, then obviously you're just doing it over. You're not, so the first one, it doesn't count anymore. And last year, actually, our buddy Dave Gregory first submitted one. He did okay. He submitted a second one, which was much better than the first one. And then I believe he won, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Cool.
So sometimes you guys can really be strategic. You see the way the wind is blowing, and you think, you know what? I've been sleeping on it. I haven't been able to sleep for 4 days. I've been tossing and turning. I just got to change Luoxana's hair to Neelix's hair. I think that I really feel like this is, or Janice Rand's hair or whatever. So that worked. War Dog Heim says hashtag zest grader. Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was on my sister's wedding registry. It's like, what is this?
They're handy.
Brody. So anyway, it happened again this year. Dave Gregory submitted something, and then he submitted a second one, and that second submission dropped him from first place down to second place. Congratulations, Dave Gregory. This time it flipped. This time, hey, you win some, you lose some. At least you got second place. But I love that it worked for him once.
Second place winners last year.
That's amazing.
Oh, really? Lisa got second last year.
Yeah.
And oh my God, that's why they're
friends. They cheat off each other's homework.
Oh my God. I want to be a fly on the wall while they're having sushi together.
I would never want to be a fly.
Fandom so much. Wow. That's incredible.
Flies have very short lifespans.
They do. It's
true. Maybe that
short memories. All right.
Wow.
Now, so that's pretty amazing. I thought that was really cool.
That's incredible.
It dropped him from 60 points down to 56.
Oh my God.
So Dave Gregory, great strategy. It worked once, it hurt you once, but you still got second place. So obviously it didn't hurt you that much.
Could be great.
That's amazing.
That's still very, very good. Third place with 55 points, just 1 point less.
Neck and neck.
Right. There was a lot of necking. Is to somebody that we don't know who this is in the live chat, and you can't claim it because we're just going to email them. The person, let's just call this person Anvalisok. Anvalisok. So if there's somebody in the live chat that knows that that's them, then that is you. It's okay. We're going to email everybody, and then they will claim their winnings. So
wait, they're here. Joel and Valisok.
Oh,
there it is.
Yes.
Boy, that guy changed his new YouTube name very quickly. He's like, it was like Joel B, and he's like, and is that how you spelled it? Nope, that's right. That was you. You got third place, Joel. Great job.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Fantastic, Joel. Yay. Very, very good. So glad to see that he's in there watching. All right. Do we even want to do two more? Or do we cut? Is that the cutoff? That's the cutoff, right?
You can't say you're going to and not do it.
But didn't we have some runners up last year too?
Yeah, we give too much stuff. You know what? These guys gave us a bunch of money. So yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Plus, they're always so nice to us. Okay. Two runners up. Here they come. Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Fourth place with 51 points.
Whoa.
This is another one. I don't think anybody's going to know this. I've never seen this name before. Certainly never on in the live chat. It says War Dog Heim. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I love seeing people win.
Papa Bear.
War Dog Heim. Maybe it's a typo.
Amazing.
I don't know. I've certainly never seen in the live chat or in the comments. Probably somewhere out, in middle America somewhere. Papa Bear, JR Poole says, all right, this is good stuff. Okay. The final one, 5th place, is, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about this one either. This is 50 points, just right below War Dog Heim's 51. So everybody that got the top 5 are all over 50 or 50 and above. 5th place goes to, and this person is in the live chat. Stay tuned. We will tell you that at the very end of today's show in just 36 short minutes. If we remember for sure. All right. So anyway, what's next on the news right now?
On to new business.
Yes, what's next?
I've been so excited for this for weeks.
Anne Marie wants to know the winners more than the actual winners.
Than the laughies sometimes.
Yeah, me too. This is a lot of fun. This was, the guesses were a lot of fun. I love how good people are at this. 5th place with 50 points. Will be said, let's just say, if I say Star Trek plates, what do you say?
Chuck.
I see somebody with a TV store and talks to everybody at STLV.
Chuck A and his magic Star Trek plates. He told me that, he actually told me this. I didn't give him any answers, but he did tell me this. He said that the way he gets really into people's heads to kind of understand how things are going to work is he rubs a plate. Like he goes like, which plate is going to be lucky today?
No,
and he said,
how many plates did I fill?
No, he said that the plate that felt the warmest was his Alexander plate. And so he rubbed the Alexander plate and it gave him the answers. It got him 5th place. So it really worked. Great job, Chuck.
Oh my gosh. Amazing job.
Chuck.
And a very big special thanks to Dr. Mohammed Noor for setting up the Google form so that we can all do these guesses and all have these funds, and I can mess around by stalling really long and torturing people. So big, huge thanks to Dr. Mohammed Noor, who is busy packing and who is like our guiding light. And he's going to go on the ocean on a boat and have way more fun than we ever will, partying and teaching people things and talking about Star Trek. That's right. Shout out to Dr. Noor.
He's an interstellar Jacques Cousteau.
On top of being like an amazing scientist, having a lab, running a major university of the world.
Yep.
Having the biggest heart in all of the world ever. They had to remove his lungs just so his heart could fit. It's so
I heard that.
Like Neelix.
It's an anaerobe. Yeah. He got Neelix.
Little known fact, he's the recipient of Neelix's other lung. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, this is getting weird.
Aw, that's amazing.
All right.
Congratulations, winners.
Yeah, I love that they're like all in the live chat too. What a deal. Because that makes it so much more fun. If we like announce somebody and they're like, oh, that person literally showed up for 5 minutes, guessed, left, forgot about the contest completely.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not making an unboxing video. Yeah.
Oh yeah, unboxing videos are the best.
Oh my God, Dave Gregory's ASMR unboxing video last year that featured his cat Grayson, making a little cameo. It was amazing.
So great. It was so
no pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
So good.
All right, so up next, check this out. This is from CBR.com. Hey, this is from our good friend Joshua M. Patton at CBR.com. Excellent writer. He covers Star Trek, as you may have guessed. It reads,
Picture. Oh, that put him.
why Nog was one of Star Trek Deep Space Nine's greatest characters. Star Trek Deep Space Nine is full of iconic characters, but Nog, the first Ferengi to join Starfleet, may have the series greatest development. And look at this face. We love this guy. He's like, that's close enough, human. Right? All right. So this reads, when franchise creator, actually, let me make it like this. When franchise creator Gene Roddenberry was bringing back his storytelling universe for its second wave, he wanted the show to focus on near-perfect Starfleet characters. Thus, it's ironic that one of the characters who most exemplified his ideal for this utopian future came from the series. Many fans dishonored it. Star Trek Deep Space Nine questioned the idea of the Federation and sent Starfleet to war. But the Ferengi character Nog is perhaps the show's single greatest character, played by Aaron Eisenberg, who passed away in 2019. He ended up being the only Star Trek Junior character to achieve a commission in Starfleet. Okay, first of all, do you guys agree with his assessment that Deep Space Nine is awesome and that Nog is amazing? Or yes. Cold take, hot take, what do you think?
I mean, it's a bold statement, but I certainly agree.
All right. I wholeheartedly agree as well. Yeah. Melissa's like, you don't even have to ask me. You know the answer. She just smiling said, yeah, you know the answer. I think she froze too.
Yeah, she did.
Maybe that's why she was like, all right. Yes. We see it now, though, Melissa. Okay, it continues. Nog is particularly special because not only does the character exemplify everything Roddenberry wanted to do with Star Trek, it is not hyperbole to say that his best performance has literally saved lives. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It continues. When creating his wagon train to the stars in the 1960s, Roddenberry did so because he believed in television's power to make a difference. Eisenberg did that expertly through his performance. His legacy even goes beyond the show in creating a fan community that rallied people together from afar during the COVID-19 pandemic after he went through the Seventh Rule podcast. Deep Space Nine redefined the Ferengi species, taking them from one-note villains to the moral compass of a series depicting Starfleet at war. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Yet, Nog was the character that bridged those two worlds in an immensely powerful way. Thoughts? Agree? Disagree? Cool shirt. I know somebody's going to get that painting soon. Yes. Melissa H. in the live chat's going to get that painting that Jenny's wearing on her shirt.
No, it's the Picard version.
The Picard version.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I just saw the top of it. Okay. Fine. What do you guys think about this?
Oh,
good point.
Such a beautiful article.
Yeah, it really is.
So well written. Oh.
And it's true. I mean, it's not hyperbole. It's not, it's not like it just is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One of the greatest character arcs in the entire franchise.
In fact, in the 2022 Lappy Awards, if I remember correctly, the question was which character in Star Trek history had the best character arc. I believe that was Mr. Nog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without when question. He gets called Mr. Nog. It's so cute.
Yeah.
It's just a really beautiful article.
I don't know if you can hear me.
We can hear you and see you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because my internet is really wiggy right now. But thank you, Joshua, for this amazing article. It was so beautiful, and I got choked up way too many times while I was reading it initially. But I agree with every word, and his character development was wonderful, and Aaron himself was honored to carry the story that he was given in It's Only a Paper Moon. He was so honored to be given that, and he took it very seriously, and it meant so much to him, and what it meant for veterans across the world. So he was honored by that.
By the way, Joshua M. Patton has a cool panel idea that we're going to have to do at some point soon. I can't wait for it. We'll definitely be covering this more in depth because it's such an important, not just story in the Star Trek universe, but also it's an important thing to tackle in our own world, in our own country. Without getting too preachy, we got to take care of people.
Yeah.
There are some people out there that have done so much for us and that are going through so much pain or inner turmoil or discomfort or stress or whatever, while the rest of us are just walking to the post office. Oh, what a beautiful day. What's on your mind? It's nice weather today. You know, other people are living a life that's much more difficult than that situation. And we owe them a lot. And there's a lot to talk about there. So definitely a panel idea that's coming sometime soon. Great stuff, Joshua M. Patton out in Pittsburgh, PA. All right. I'm going to read a little bit more on this. Here it is. Let me pull this up here. It goes a little something like this. Yet Nog was immediately a standout character. He was the only other young character on the station and bonded with Jake Sisko, played by the Cirroc frickin' Lofton. I'm just reading it. It says frickin' in the article. In fact, the elder Sisko forbade Jake from hanging out with the Ferengi in an early episode, but it didn't take. You remember that first season? Oh, that was... I remember it opened our eyes when we saw that. We're like, wow, I forgot about that. The Next Generation's Wesley Crusher left Starfleet to become a Watcher, and Jake Sisko eschewed following in his father's footsteps to become a writer. However, Nog looked up to Sisko and with the captain's help became the first of his kind to join Starfleet. He fought in the Dominion War and was injured, losing a leg. But in the end of the series, he'd earned a promotion, taking his place among the ranks of Star Trek heroes. I feel like I'm reading a book. This is great stuff.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And it paints a picture, and I can't help just remembering all of the moments of where Nog started and where he went. And sorry, it's great.
You really nailed it. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, great stuff, Joshua M. Patton. What were you saying, Amory?
I was just gonna say, like, Joshua Patton's writing is so beautiful. Like, every time I read one of his articles, I'm just like, wow. First of all, how long did this take you? But also, like, I mean, what a way with words. It's just unbelievable. So, like, keep it up because I love reading it. And that's why I have you on First Awards.
All right, and David Schroeder in the live chat.
One last thing. The article ends talking about seventh rules. Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
David Schroeder gives us a super chat. He says, Aaron did bring all of us together as well. Thank you very much, David. Sorry, but what were you saying, Dr.
Just that the article ends by mentioning the seventh rule again in a really beautiful way. He says, like, by creating and hosting the seventh rule, he continued to celebrate the universe, both his series and the third wave of shows like Star Trek Discovery, which I feel like, I mean, Aaron really championed branching like legacy with new Star Trek in a way that nobody else did. And it's just amazing.
He was so excited for the new cast of Discovery to be welcomed into the family, particularly
very Chivo.
Mr. Kenneth Mitchell and Aaron Eisenberg had this connection on their very first meeting in Birmingham, England.
Oh, wow.
And when they first met, it was like they had been friends for years. And that just grew every time they saw each other at a Star Trek convention. It was so beautiful just to see them together because they were brothers from the beginning. So yeah, he was very much a champion for Discovery and their cast and them being part of the Star Trek family.
There are a lot of people in the live chat right now giving you tons of love, Melissa, like Gregory Kenzo, Kimber, One Trek Fan, Dave Gregory, Melissa H, J.A. Dickey, Ultra Runningham, John Davis, Linda Anderegg, the Matt Boardman, Greg Kenzo, Glenn Iverson, and so on and so forth. Wanda M loves you. That's what she says. She says she loves you. A lot of people, a lot of them said that, and I'm sure they meant it.
Thanks.
All right. So let's move forward. So everybody, you can read the rest of that at cbr.com, or you can just follow Joshua M. Patton wherever Joshua M. Pattons are found, and I'm sure he tweets that out. Let's cover a little bit of Virtual TrekCon 5. For anybody that missed it, here's the situation. My parents went away for a week's vacation, and they left the keys to the brand new Porsche. Would they mind? Well, of course
not.
Okay, I don't know. Just when I said, here's the situation, it just took me into a completely different direction.
I love that.
All right. Okay, Matt Boardman does a $5 super chat. I'm just interrupting it because he says, I sent Ryan a picture that seemed appropriate for this conversation. Ryan, also more snacks for Walter. All right, so pause.
Some more Walter snacks.
I'm going to pull up this picture because he says that it's relevant.
Snacks now.
I know.
There it is. I think we all recognize this one.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. More on that in a bit, I'm sure. Oh, those two buddies. I do love that. All right. So back to the Virtual TrekCon 5. Here's the situation. Pause. You can go to virtualtrekcon.com, and all of the videos, everything is still up permanently. So if you missed some, which let's be honest, I don't know, I think it was 66 hours over 5 days. 66 hours of programming, not just over the course of 66 hours, but actually 66 hours of programming. So if you missed some of that, looking at all of you, except for War Dogheim, you can go back and you can just watch anyone you want. You go to that schedule. You just say, oh, you know what? I didn't see Dayton Ward. Click on that, watch it. Or, you know, I didn't see the Into the Wormhole panel that Melissa Longo so expertly produced.
It was my first time.
It was amazing. I mean, the crazy thing about these 5 days was that we had there were less hours where there wasn't content than there was.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There were only 54 hours free. There were 66 hours going. It's crazy.
That's true.
That's amazing.
So anyway, the point is basically everybody go check it out. I highly recommend checking out the Trek to San Francisco one, because that is where you will find all 4 of us in just 2.5 short weeks in Burlingame, California at the STSF Creation Entertainment's Trek to San Francisco. It's going to be a lot of fun. Myself, Melissa, Anne-Marie, Jenny R. Johnson, we're going to be there. We're going to be partying with you, hanging out. myself and Bonnie Gordon are hosts of the show. We're going to be handing out surprises.
So good at giving things away.
There are going to be games. There's going to be parties. There are going to be panels and tons of Star Trek celebrities. I feel like they're up to maybe like 30 by now.
Waiting for people to challenge her at golf.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes, bring it. I'm so excited for that. But you said 2.5 weeks and my butt cheeks went.
Can you believe it?
Wait, I want to hear about your cosplay. How's it going?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I want to hear about your butt cheeks. I was like, Anne-Marie, you got to just let those things.
No, I'm like, I think Melissa's that's like the words of a cosplayer. Like, oh, it's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm getting stressed out. Like, right now on Facebook, my whole feed is cosplayers, like, getting their cosplay packed for the cruise tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, now that you're cosplaying, there's like a whole other element of getting ready. Like,
yeah, it's a pretty easy cosplay. It's not anything elaborate. But I'm gonna be cosplaying on the Starfleet Day, where people are wearing Starfleet uniforms, and
That's a strong hint.
Yeah, and I have a jacket from Strange New Worlds now. So
you could also do, because Creation Entertainment's Trek to San Francisco, which still has a few tickets left, but get them now and go early on Thursday night because the partying starts on Thursday. We're gonna have giveaways. Bonnie's probably going to sing stuff. It's going to be amazing. But they're going to have the 3 themed days for cosplay, which is super fun. They're going to have a nice focus, a nice attention paid to cosplay.
That's awesome.
This time around. And if this convention does well, they'll be going around to other cities very soon, which is also exciting. But Melissa, you said you might have a Strange New Worlds uniform. Is that what it was? So if that's the case, technically you could also use it to cosplay Friday, because Friday is one-off characters day. So if you can figure out a character that was in one episode wearing that outfit, then it qualifies. Wear an undershirt.
I'll bring sweat guards. No, I think I'm just gonna leave it to the one day.
It's a commitment.
It's just the one day, just to try everything once at least. So,
Dr. Anne-Marie, what are you cosplaying as?
Yeah, just me, because I'm so excited to be able to wear sandals.
I want to see you do Loxana Troy one of these days, because she's your favorite character ever.
She's my favorite. Here's the problem: I can't get my hair big enough and cool enough. We'll see. We'll work on it.
But she does wigs. She is my favorite.
Sirach Lofton and I, everybody knows we're gonna do Justice.
Yeah,
we're gonna be two running guys in Justice.
Amazing.
We're gonna be running. Jumping jacks, you name it.
Well, I know you're gonna have the JJ Lendl,
the dancing like this,
Yes, that's my number one reason I want to go on the cruise, because I heard people on the cruise every year go as the Ito from Justice and run everywhere.
They do.
I love it.
Amazing.
I feel like I saw it once at STLV too. I did.
I feel like I've seen that.
I want to see that so badly. At STLV, I've seen people as the Lottie.
Do you want to see it?
I do. Well, they're running.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Oh my god.
So anyway,
you're just the best. I'm so excited.
There is also, as we mentioned, there's the Star Trek cruise, which is in 2 days.
Imminent.
And that is huge. Let's pull up their guest list very quickly. And then we'll pull up the STSF guest list as well.
Nice.
The number one person I want to see on the cruise, if I was going, would be Thomas Supernon. He's there doing makeup.
Yeah.
And it's
just cool.
First of all, not only would I want him to do my makeup, but I would just set up, get a chair and watch him do everybody's makeup. Because what artistry.
So this is Star Trek: The Cruise. Obviously,
There's so many people going.
This is more of a Yeah, it's more of a tease because
Walter?
I'm sure you can't get on now last minute. Yeah, Walter's going, that's for sure. There he is. Walter, Will, Brent, Gates, Saniqua, LeVar, John, Denise. So it's like half our crew. We got Denise and Walter leaving us. Nana, Armin, Max, Chase, Bert. He says, call me Bert, and I'll kill you. That's what he says, actually. is the rest of the sentence, yeah. There's Garrett Wong, of course, John Billingsley, Mr. Trenier, Michelle Hurd, Eve Harlow. Who's that?
Oh, she's the new Discovery.
Oh, from Discovery season 5, right?
Yes,
that's right.
So cool.
Awesome.
I wonder, part of me wonders if they're going to go ahead and show like the first episode or something on the cruise.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
I mean, it's basically what, I guess South by Southwest is showing it the 11th. Or maybe they'll show some clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Eve Harlow, she plays it's like that new couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's playing that one. There's Mary Chifo, of course, David Ayala, Anthony Rapp, the sweetest man in the world, Doug Jones, with the Angel Eyes, which is an ABBA song. Everybody knows Angel Eyes by ABBA. Dominic Keating, God bless. We've got Anthony Montgomery, Ed Spaliers, Todd Stash. Ed Spaliers always looks like he's ready to pounce. Todd Stashwick, Peyton List, Tawny Newsome, Eugene Cordero, and Gabrielle Ruiz.
Ooh, to win. So One Trek fan says the number one person I want to see on the Star Trek cruise is me.
That's pretty good.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes.
Amazing.
I love that.
I want to put that in my Twitter bio.
So those are the events coming up. Everybody check this out. Here's a quickie to let you know who is going to be at Trek to San Francisco. By the way, there are still tickets available for this. So if you live in the Bay Area, if you live in California at all, even if you live in Vegas, there are people coming over from Vegas. Anne-Marie lives in New York. Jenny's out in Nova Scotia. So, wherever you might be, you still have time. Here's what's going on. And we have a full feature on this. It's really fun, really cool. Dr. Trek, Larry Nemeczek, aka Dr. Star Trek, joins us. So check that out. You can find that link when you go to Virtual TrekCon 5. Go to day 5, which was Monday, and then scroll down to the video of us doing the Trek to San Francisco preview. But check this out. In a nutshell, tons of amazing and gorgeous and wonderful humans. Check this out. Look at all these people. Wow. And Casey and Sirach and Connor and Dave Blass and Dave Zappone and Don Lewis and Dominic Keating. God bless. Ethan Peck, Ethan Phillips. This is the Ethan team. Eugene Cordero, Gates McFadden, Jeffrey Combs, Jerry Ryan, Joni Brozas.
Oh, cool.
Because we're going to have an emphasis on cosplay. John Delancey, Lolita Fajo, Dr. Trek, Larry Nemeczek, Jonathan Del Arco, Max Grodenchik, Melissa Navia, Michelle Hurd, Ryan T, that's me, Robert Zubrin, Robert Picardo, Team Robert, Stephanie Rose, the other cosplayer that will be featured there, Tawny Newsome, the amazing one, Terry Metalis, and Vaughn Armstrong, everybody's favorite. Nicest dude. Nicest guy.
So awesome. And half of them are going to be on the cruise. So they'll be jumping off a boat and then going to San Francisco.
Max is actually. Yeah. So Max is not flying back to Austria. Yeah. He's just going to stay in the States. Maybe he'll go to Orlando and go to Disney World, or there's that Marvel Island or something. Isn't there something like that? Superhero Island? I want to go.
I don't know. But he's got family all over the United States. So
okay. And then it'll be the Rat Pack will be selling their brand new CD.
Oh, awesome.
At Trek to San Francisco. Everybody can get that. So there's a lot going on in the next few weeks. And let's talk about this week on the smaller scale. First of all, if you look back everything on virtualtrekcon.com is still viewable. You can watch something again and again and again. Or if you didn't have time, you missed some things, you were at Gallifrey 1. There are a lot of people like, oh, I can't do it. I'm at Gallifrey 1. Well, guess what? Gallifrey 1's over. Yeah. And all these panels are still there for your ocular consumption.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
and
your
it's
eyes
funny that this lasted longer than Gallifrey 1.
It did. It did, didn't it?
It's still lasting. It's still going forever.
Yeah.
So you can watch all of it. It's all there. It does not go away. You can enjoy it. You can pass it along to your friends and anything like that. So that's the last 5 days. Tomorrow, there is no Falling Tower episode because we premiered it yesterday in the final day of Virtual TrekCon 5, but it is up for your viewing pleasure. It is Ahsoka. Myself, Dr. Noor, and Jurassic Jennifer Durst, if I remember correctly, right? We talk about Star Wars Ahsoka because, A, Jenny loves Star Wars more than she loves Star Trek, so we got to try to balance things out.
No, Jenny, Jurassic
Not me.
Jen. No, Jurassic Jen.
Oh, I meant Jenny Johnson, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's what I thought you meant.
Oh.
That's right. It is true. The Force is strong with me.
Oh, gotcha.
And so basically, everybody, there's nothing on Wednesday. So if you want to party on Wednesday, just go back and watch any of the old the stuff from this past weekend. It's all still available. Then on Thursday, maybe we'll have a nice throwback Thursday thing for you with a star of Star Trek. That'll be on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Then on Friday, come right back here to the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Star Trek and Chill Live. We talk Star Trek, we chill, and we're live. Reminds me of a song or something. Oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, do you need, wait, are you doing more days? There's one other thing to add to the schedule. Okay, continue.
Okay.
Sorry. I was
no, not at all. Go ahead if
I
you
didn't
got
know
something.
You could add yourself in the live chat, and Glenn Iverson did it. So now I'm like, let me just add myself. It's very fun. Okay, sorry.
No, not at all. So this Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we will release and premiere our first segment review of The Next Generation Season 3, Episode 10, The Defector.
Oh, so good.
I know.
Oh,
Shakar.
so good. Shakar?
Shakar from Babylon 5, the best character. Oh, he's the one who is the defector. Or no, Tom. Wait, I can't remember it.
Tom.
Oh, he's so good. So good. I love Jakar.
So that's this week, everybody. And then, take a breath and then get right back into it while everybody's on the cruise and you see their bad Wi-Fi pictures halfway uploading on Twitter and Instagram. But they're going to have an amazing time, and we're all extremely jealous. But what were you going to add, Doctor?
I'm putting the link in the live chat. That's why I was focusing on something else. Sci-Fi Sisters is next after this. Surprise additional video for tonight.
That's the other big thing. It's starting in 3 minutes, so we are ending on time, everybody. 3 minutes from now on the Sci-Fi Sisters YouTube channel. Doctor, you just put the link in the chat for us. Fantastic. Tell them what it is. It's like reviving the Trek Talks in a way.
So it's an extended version of their Trek Talks video, which was an interview with Don Lewis, Andy Kindred, and Michelle Nichols' sister, and it's just phenomenal. And it's re-released as an extended version for Black History Month. So make sure to go over there next. It's so good, and I can't wait to see it.
So that is in just 1 minute and a half, everybody. So make sure we're going to end this right now. Hit the refresh button. And then in the comments below, leave us a comment. What did you think of Nog? What do you think of Walter? What do you think of Joshua M. Patton's writing? What do you think of John Orchiola's smile? Like he knows something he's not telling us. Let us know in the comments below right after you hit refresh when this show ends. And make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate it. Melissa Longo, where can people find you online before we go?
At Melissa Longo, Malissa Longo online. In the IntrovertedRepublic.com, at Walking Heart Made by Melissa, and Walking Heart Made by Melissa, and on Patreon.
What about yourself, Doctor?
At Anne-Marie Siegel1 on Twitter.
And Jenny R?
You can find me at jennyrjohnson.com, and you can get to all my other stuff through there. Yes.
Wow. Nice. And everybody, you can find me on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. That's at RyanTGHusk, or just virtual TrekCon, the 7th Rule, or Falling Tower on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube. That's it for us. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Do not forget, please, to like this video and to leave a comment in the comment section below right after you refresh it. And then we will see you over in the Sci-Fi Sisters live chat. So maybe in a few, hey, there's Dr. Muhammad Noor. What's up, Muhammad? We'll miss you. Have fun. We miss you. We love you. You're the best. Have some cookies. Have some fun on the cruise. Yeah. And everybody, when you want to hear nice things said about Dr. Muhammad Noor, well, that's everywhere, but especially put it on the main viewer.
Yeah.